Hello everyone, I am Ed Park, Managing Director at ATMS Logistics. Are you importing steel, aluminum, copper, or products containing these metals into US? If so, there are some very important changes in 2026 that you need to understand. Many importers still believe that Section 232 tariff only apply to steel coils or raw aluminum. However, that is no longer the case. In 2026, the U.S. government significantly revised the Section 232 tariff program by expanding the list of covered products, and for many products, the method of calculating the tariff has completely changed. In today's video, we are going to discuss what Section 232 is, what changed in 2026, which products are affected, and what every importer should review before importing. Let's get started. Section 232 is a part of the Trade Expansion Act of 1962. It authorized the President of U.S. to impose additional tariff when imports are determined to threaten U.S. national security. Simply put, Section 232 is designed to protect domestic industries, strengthen the supply chain resilience, and reduce dependence on foreign sources of critical material. Today, the most common products affected include steel, aluminum, copper, and various derivative products manufactured using these metals. There are 5 major changes that importers should understand. The first change is that the tariff calculation method has changed. Previously, many derivative products were assessed based only on the value of the steel or aluminum contained in the product, not the value of the entire product. For example, under the previous rule, if a machine was worth $10,000 and contained $2,000 worth of steel, then 50% Section 232 tariff were often calculated only on the $2,000 steel content. That meant the additional Section 232 duty would be $500. However, under the 2026 revisions, many derivative products are now subject to 25% Section 232 tariff based on the entire customs value of the imported product. Using the same example, the tariff will now be calculated on full $10,000 customs value, resulting in a $2,500 Section 232 duty. The actual duty paid increased 5-fold because the calculation is based on the full customs value rather than just the steel content. The second change is that more products are covered. Many companies assume our product is not a steel product, so Section 232 does not apply. Unfortunately, that is no longer true. The updated rules now cover not only raw steel and aluminum products, but also many manufactured goods. Examples include industrial machinery, electrical equipment, construction material, metal components, mechanical parts, manufacturing equipment. Whether a product is covered depends largely on its ATMS classification. Just because a product contains steel does not automatically mean it's covered. Likewise, being a finished product doesn't automatically exempt it. The most important factor is the correct ATMS classification. The third change is that some products are now excluded. The revised rule did not simply expand coverage. Certain derivative products containing relatively small amount of the steel or aluminum may now qualify for exclusion. If the steel or aluminum content falls below a specified threshold, additional Section 232 duties may not apply. This makes understanding the metal content of your products more important than ever. Fourth change is that tariff rate has changed. Under the revised regulation, certain steel, aluminum, and copper products are now subject to an additional 50% Section 232 tariff. Many derivative products remain subject to 25% additional tariff. In addition, certain fixed industrial machinery and power generation equipment qualify for temporarily 15% tariff rate through the end of 2027. Because different products are subject to different tariff rates, importers should always verify the applicable HTS classification before importing. The fifth change is customs enforcement is becoming more stricter. As tariff rate increase, customs enforcement become even more aggressive. CBP is paying particular attention to HTS classification, customs value, country of origin, steel content, aluminum content, copper content, the product specification, and country of origin documentation. The days of simply submitting a commercial invoice are over. Importer must maintain complete supporting documentation. There are several things every importer should review. First, is your HTS classification correct? Many companies simply use a tariff classification provided by their overseas suppliers. However, U.S. HTS classification must always be reviewed using U.S. customs rule. Second, how much steel, aluminum, or copper does your product contain? This information is critical in determining whether Section 232 applies. Third, is your customs value accurate? Because many products are now assessed based on the full customs value, conducting a proper valuation review has become increasingly important. Fourth, is your country of origin correct? The Section 232 purposes, the country of shipment is not what matters. The actual country of origin, determined by manufacturing and substantial transformation, is what determines applicability. There are few common misconceptions among importers. Misconception number one, only steel coils are affected. That is no longer true. Many finished products may also fall under Section 232. Misconception 2. The tariff only applies to the value of the steel. Not anymore. Many products are now subject to Section 232 based on the entire customs value of the imported article. Misconception 3. If my product contains any steel, it's automatically covered. Not necessarily. That's why importers must evaluate HTS classification, product description, metal contents, and applicable regulation. All four factors must be reviewed together. In conclusion, the 2026 Section 232 revisions have a significant impact on U.S. importers. Companies importing steel, aluminum, copper, or products containing this material should fully understand the updated regulation. Today, it is no longer enough to simply check the tariff rate. Importers should carefully review HTS classifications, customs value, country of origin, metal contents, product specification, eligibility for exclusion. A comprehensive review can help prevent unexpected duties, customs delay, and costly compliance issues. U.S. trade policy continues to evolve, so it's important to stay informed by regularly reviewing CBP guidance, President's proclamation, and updates to the harmonized tariff schedule. Today, we cover the latest 2026 U.S. Section 232 tariff update. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and turn on notification. We'll continue providing the latest information on U.S. customs regulation, trade compliance, tariff classifications, customs valuation, country of origin rules, CBP audits, and international logistics. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us using the email address displayed on your screen. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again in our next video. Have a wonderful day.